Hello beautiful people and welcome to my channel. Guys, there has been a massive changes in one of the skill in your Nmc Osce exams. It is important you are familiar with this because a lot of people are already beginning to have issues with this. Now, oxygen therapy, there has been a lot of massive changes in oxygen therapy. Now, guys, listen attentively. It is not yet official, but students who have written their Osce exam 3 to 4 weeks ago can attest to this. It's been happening for over 4 weeks now. Thank goodness I said this to all my online students. Immediately I noticed it. So that's why I want to say it to you so that you don't make that mistake. Now, let me read this to you so that you can understand this before we start. Now, this is one of the students who witnessed this in her Osce exam and she had to come to me for help. She said, look, Nurse Violet, you really need to help me. She's passed now. Congratulations to her. But I just want to use it to let you know I'm not just here to tell you stories. I'm here to tell you factual fact. I've been helping nurses now for over 5 years past their Osce exam. So listen, now this was our result. Oxygen therapy. You were not successful in this station due to a medication error. You did not read the administration record in full and you administer oxygen with the incorrect device. For your receipt, ensure you administer the medication as prescribed. Now, what happened to her is what will happen to a lot of students if they don't understand what is happening or the changes currently in oxygen therapy. Many students think that if you want to do oxygen therapy, you have to be administering it via reservoir max. 15 liter of oxygen via reservoir max. You are not wrong. That is what it is expected. But recently, students go for their Osce exam and they are being asked to administer 4 liters of oxygen. So this lady on her Osce exam day was asked to administer 4 liters of oxygen. But she has been trained from a face-to-face class to administer 15 liters via reservoir max. So she had to administer it via reservoir max. And that is why the feedback is that she administered it using an incorrect device. So please listen attentively so that you can understand the exact device to use. Because it will be stated the liter of oxygen to be administered and it will be stated the device. But the reason students are making this mistake is because they are used to administering oxygen using reservoir max. Currently, you can be asked to administer oxygen via nasal cannula, via venturis, and via what? And via reservoir max. Okay, now before I get properly into this video, guys, I am overwhelmed. Guys, you won't believe it, I got over 7 passes yesterday. Yay! Yes, so congratulations to you, Ada. Congratulations to you, Abina. Congratulations to you, Kasarachuku. Congrats to you, Uche. Congrats to you, Adebola. Congrats to you, Ebenezer. Congrats to you, Tina. I'm so proud of you all. I would not be able to read all the reviews they gave to me because they are just too much, but I will just try to read just 2. Now, this is from this is from Abina, sorry. She said, good morning, beautiful nurses. I'm sorry for replying this late to the congratulatory messages. I would like to express my profound gratitude to my ever gorgeous coach at Violetto. Thank you, Ma, for everything. You made it possible for this to happen. Is actually God. God richly bless you for all your endeavors. Amen. And to the all dedicated team, your constructive criticism, inspiration, and hard work constituted to this success. I am very grateful to everyone. May the Almighty pay all your hard work. Osce is indeed simple and nurses are brilliant. Abina, right? And this is from one of my another brilliant. So all my students are brilliant. This is from Ada. I'm so proud of you all. She said, thank you so much, Nurse V, for being a tutor. All you said to me when I first contacted you was, I can't wait to congratulate you come June 12th, and it did actually happen. Thank you for believing that I could ace this exam in first attempt, even when I had zero confidence in myself. Osce is simple and nurses are brilliant. Kept ringing in my head doing my exams. Wow. Thank you for being a devoted tutor. God will surely bless you so much for me. And everyone here, she says, I love you. Alright guys, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Violet Okolocha. I help nurses pass their Osce exam in first sitting. Now, I told you all that there have been recent changes in one of the skill called oxygen therapy and the Osce exam. So now, what happened? So it is important for students to read their scenarios very, very well and be open to the fact that things might change slightly in their Osce exam. If you're open to that fact, you will be able to pass in first attempt. I always say this, and this is how it could come in your Osce exam. So look at your screen. It says, kindly administer 4 liters of oxygen using nasal cannula. Did you see that? They didn't say reservoir max. They said using what? Nasal cannula. So now, nasal cannula is your device, and you are going to administer how many liters of oxygen? 4 liters of oxygen. So now, when you are ready to administer, after you said scene safety, provide privacy, hand hygiene, you introduce yourself to the patient, you ask for allergy, you seek consent, obviously, you tell them everything you want to do, you go and assemble your equipment. When you are assembling your equipment, you shouldn't be picking reservoir max. Why? Because you have been asked to administer 4 liters of oxygen by what? By nasal cannula. They always tell you the device, so there is no excuse. I said to the lady when she came to me, because she said, Nurse V, I wasn't told this in my face-to-face class. I said, listen, you didn't need it to be told. It's clearly stated, kindly administer 4 liters of oxygen via what? Nasal cannula, and not via reservoir max. Did you see that? So always read your scenario and try to understand it. And not just she, but lots of people have made this error. Now, recently, one of my students wrote her Osce exam, and she was told, kindly administer 8 liters of oxygen via 35% Ventures. Did you see? So you wouldn't be picking reservoir max when they say kindly administer 8 liters of oxygen by Venturi 35%. Now, the question can also come like this. Kindly administer 8 liters of oxygen by V35. V35 means Venturi 35%. So V35 means Venturi 35%. So you know that you are not using reservoir max. So what are you using? You are using the Venturis. So just in case you don't know how Venturi looks like, this is Venturi on the, I'm trying to put it on the screen. So this is how Venturi look like. So, and on each of the Venturi, it is also written how many percent the Venturi is, and also how many liters you can give by the Venturi. Now, if they say V35 or 35%, or administer 8 liters of oxygen by 35% Venturi. 5% Venturi is yellow. You don't need to cram that Venturi for 35% is yellow. No. When you pick the Venturi up, it is written there 35%. So you don't need to cram the color. It is written there 35%, and it is written how many liters of oxygen to be given with it. But now they've told you kindly administer 8 liters of oxygen by V35. So when you pick all the different Venturis there, probably you pick yellow, probably you pick red, probably you pick white. But when you look at the yellow one says 35%. So, and it tells you 8 liters. So you know you are doing what? You are using 35% Venturi. So always concentrate. Is that what? Is that simple? Okay. Now, if it says kindly administer 4 liters of oxygen via nasal cannula, you know that this is what you are using. You can see nasal cannula. Please disregard this on my hand. I recently explored Morocco. I traveled for a vacation in Morocco, so I had to, just catching phone. I had to do this, you know what I mean. But it cleans off after 7 days, and I'm currently on annual leave, because I know some people will say, no, it's not professional. I know I'm on annual leave for 2 weeks, so I'm not gonna work. So don't worry about that. Before I go to work, they said it cleans off before 7 days, so don't worry. So kindly administer 8 liters of oxygen via V35. So check all the ventures that will be on your bed on your exam day. You will see it written 35%. So when you look at all of them, you will see that the yellow one is 35% venturi, and it will tell you 8 liters of oxygen. So it is written on the venturi. So don't cram anything, okay? Now kindly administer 4 liters of oxygen by nasal cannula. That's the nasal cannula on your screen. You know that you are using what? Nasal cannula. Now you can also see kindly administer 4 liters of oxygen by V28. V28 means 28%. So 28% by what? Venturi. So it is written on the venturies, and that 28% venturi is what? Is white. Again, don't cram that 28%. If they ask me to use venturi and they say give 28%, give 4 liter, it is white. Don't cram. When you pick the venturies, look at it, it's written there 28% in 4 liter. Did you see? So always read, because they can ask you to give 4 liter by nasal cannula. They can ask you to give it by venturi 28% or V28. So also read. It is very important to read. Now they can also say kindly administer 50 liter of oxygen by what? By reservoir max. So it is important you read and understand what is expected of you. So don't think that it is only venturi you will have. No, you can be asked to give it by venturi, by reservoir mass, by nasal cannula. Again, I also want you to listen attentively. Now, after administering your oxygen, you have to be careful how you sign. What do I mean by that? Now, if you look at this on your screen, administrator's signature, when you are finished administering, you know is your name. Print name, you know is your name as well. You write your date, you write your time. Did you see flow rate, FRO/device? FRO is the flow rate. So if you're asked to give 4 liter, then your flow rate is 4 liter per minute slash the device is what? They ask you to give 4 liter by what? Nasal cannula. So the device is what? N. Many students will go and write NC. Now look at it. At the bottom of the second page of your oxygen prescription charts is stated there codes for starting devices and mode of delivery. For nasal cannula, it is N. For simple max, it is M. For V24, venturi 24, it is V24. For venturi 28, it is V28. So if you are asked to administer 8 liter of oxygen by V35, so when they say flow rate, it is 8 liter slash what? Slash device. The device is what? So 8 liter per minute slash the device is what? V35. If you are asked to administer 4 liter of oxygen by 28% venturi, so your flow rate is what? 4 liter per minute slash what? Slash your device. And what is your device? Your device is what? V28. Did you see that? So please, because many students will say, I was asked to administer 4 liter of oxygen via nasal cannula. No, can we write nasal cannula? Is it not NC? No. The code for nasal cannula here is what? Is N. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. And I keep saying this. Osce is simple. Nurses are brilliant. So if you have not yet followed me on TikTok, do well to follow me on TikTok. It's just my name on TikTok, Violet Okolocha, because recently I started going live to really educate students. You all know I want every one of you to pass in first attempt. So let me know anything in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to clarify if you want more clarification. Okay, I will see you in another of my juicy videos. I see you again. Bye guys.